There is something going on with CNN right now. I watched, so these 10 admirals and generals came out with this statement about Trump, basically saying that he's inept, he's going to kill democracy, don't vote. And these are career military men. Admiral, do you know what it takes to become an admiral or a general? It's insane. Ray knows because she's, just to get that high, it takes years and years, and you have to be right all the time to become those guys. So, that comes out. I watched this dickhead, this guy, I can't stand him, on CNN is hired. So CNN was purchased from Discovery, and that whole network by this billionaire, this rich right-wing billionaire. And they fired Don Lemon, he fired Chris Cuomo, all these guys got fired. And now they got this guy named Scott Jennings on. And George Conway called him out on air. And there's another woman, so I want to say, you journalists suck. Like literally, Scott Jennings, Conway calls him a liar on air. And they're like, oh, he's one of our guys. Shut up. And he's like, he's lying every time. This guy, Scott Jennings on CNN, lies every single time. And he'll never bring up, like if they bring up the thing about 10 admirals and generals just came out against him and wrote a letter. Yeah. They're rhinos. Really? Yep. So they just did it because they have men's lives in their hands. What are you talking about?
And women, because women can also be in the military.
They have soldiers' lives in their hands.
You not soldiers. Whoa. No. Marines are not soldiers. Army. Okay, so just say men and women's lives.
In the military service.
Okay.
Men and women's lives are in their hands. This is what I deal with this all the time.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you dealing with something when you forget that women can also be in the military? I didn't, but pretty sure that's me dealing with something. Women can
one of us, well, I would say yes. One of us has a problem. You know what I meant.
Get driver's license and own homes now, too.
And credit cards in their own name.
Yes.
Oh, that didn't work out.
You could just say... You just
You're
say
an idiot.
They're eating the dogs. When you let her,
she's
going to say, you say eating the dogs.
They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people who live there.
The problem is that there's a long pause. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the pets. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. And he goes, they're eating the pets, David.
Of the people who live there.
And he said, but I saw it on TV.
Have you guys seen the remixes?
But I saw it on TV. That's the president of that one guy.
People have done the coolest remixes, like rap remixes. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. It's awesome.
3 guys did a dance.
I sent you
It was
one.
awesome. We have the most... Listen, guys. So Scott Jennings is sitting there backing up the stupidest shit every time, and he's the worst pundit. CNN has become... like literally the worst shitty version of Fox I've ever seen. And as we go any further, I was blaming MSNBC for when Biden, they cut Biden's legs out from under him so fast. It was crazy to watch. Fox is just, you can't even take Fox seriously anymore. But CNN has turned into a hellhole. And this guy, this billionaire, this right-wing billionaire that's running it is just... We need some rules for the media. We need rules. It has to be truthful, or you get shut the fuck down. And everybody's, no one has any. We did a whole thing about this, but nobody has any rails. There's no rails keeping it. What do you think is going to happen in the election? Well, what do I think? Well, I think Kamala Harris needs to be a lot clearer about her policies. I'm like,
oh god, they do that all the time.
Compared to
what? Cats and dogs? No. He
hadn't
said anything.
She went on that debate and said, "Here's what I want to do." Bam. Then she repeated it again.
She's very vague in her policies. Really, she said she was going to give people $25,000.
She put numbers to it.
Yeah, she actually said the specific numbers. But they keep bullshitting it because it pays off for them to have a run. And what Rachel Maddow said is look at guys, people stop watching the news for the news. Watch it like you watch it, and then go look up what they're talking about. Then look up what happened with Trump today, because when we found this thing out, this blew by on CNN. 10 admirals and generals come by. It was 1 minute, and then they went right back to, yeah, but do you think that she's a black woman? Do you think that her policies, the economy under Biden wasn't that good? I'm like,
you go, hey, asshole, stop. Admirals, let me say it again. Admirals and generals came out for Kamala Harris.
But they
end of story.
But also they lie all the time. They skew it. The economy wasn't good under Kamala if things were expensive. Things were expensive because the economy boomed. The stock market has doubled. We had unemployment lowest we've had in 50 years. It's still low. Interest rates went up because it was so overheated, no one could buy anything. Now it's coming down. He did exactly what you're supposed to do when the economy gets overheated, and now it's coming down. We have the lowest inflation in the world and the best economy in the world. That's the result of Joe Biden.
Yeah, man.
Fuck. I'm just tired of the lying. It's time to go. I can tell. Ray. Dun 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 dun.